20 years, 40 years, 50 years.
Those strategic decisions should be made. I mean, South Africa can do what they are doing in their country, but we should make decisions strategically, not as a retaliation to the ecosystem. For example, and even when we make the decisions, Ghana won't take commanding height in the mines. There are some new amounts of this streamlining industry. That's it. Small scale mining in Ghana, and we make a legal small scale mining in Ghana. Contributed by 54% of general Sikaya for mining. 54%. But when you say 54%, no, your friend is a corporate tax from Chamber of Mines figures are 500,000 Ghana cedis. 500,000 Ghana cedis. That is corporate taxes from all small-scale mining companies in Ghana. Who contributed 54% of the total mining revenue. Corporate tax, according to the Ghana Chamber of Mines, not 500,000 Ghana cedis, and your dollars, Ghana cedis, in 5 billion. Out of 54% of mining revenue. And according to Chamber of Mines, for the large-scale multinational mining companies, corporate tax almost 19 billion. 19 billion. In as much as we clamor, say, Yama Ghana for take commanding height, we have to also regulate the system well. Now, in say, oh, Ghana for that would also be problematic. I think that we have to think strategically, because at least, if for nothing at all, we've gotten to a point based on government policy, say every large-scale mining company, mining operations that should be done by Ghanaians. And all mines in Ghana, large-scale mining companies, move from owner mining to contract mining. In owner mining, they say, me go first, me go first company, me to go there. Now we are contract mining, me outsourcing the real mining operations to a Ghanaian company. That is now the government policy. And Ghanaian companies are running it. From Takwa Goldfields, engineers and planners, Daman, engineers and planners, say, EMP take you over. Uko Heath Goldfields, the old Christian, consortium of Ghanaians, and I can't the actual mining job. Edema Heath Goldfields, Oko Kaduna Mine, Upper East, and I think the engineers and planners, their contract mining, into almost all the large-scale mining companies, the real mineral operations, Ghanaian companies there. What it tells me, they say, if we have the sophistication to be able to do the hard job, Oko Tapa Mine say, one of the most difficult mines in the world, but engineers and planners, too gold, but we can rock in a war near they are still doing it. We've now built capacity. It means we're taking over our minds and yet problem. But I think we have to go a step further and make sure that we do things.
But that's the point. Let's start with that business. Whatever we want to achieve now, with the kind of mindset we are building now, that we should own some of these huge facilities. Clearly, once we are deliberate about
we can do it.
Whatever comes with it,
we can do it.
Whatever comes with it,
a Ghanaian firm is operating the most difficult mine, one of the most difficult mines in the world. Then why?
The point that we've gotten to look at is that we've come to that realization that we should take over because we can.
Yes.
We should take over because the benefits in taking over are more than necessary for us as a country and as a people. These takeovers definitely a Ghana for with partisan or suspicious partisan backgrounds or exposition. So quite irrelevant for the discussion. Now competence teaches you. It's not about party coloration. Because you are non-partisan. Not be the spectacular we have seen and fallen short of a certain pace in terms of development and commanding. But we've now opened the page. That page is the Ghana page, where an all-inclusive Ghana agenda is on the table. Where we are saying that now the Ghanaian is capable of moving Ghana the next step forward in its own way. Where we are saying that Unibiana what capacity and ready, whether health, whether road construction, whether gold, whether diamond, whatever, come along, let us move on. All this is achievable in our deliberateness. All this is achievable, but one key thing that is necessary is the kind of mindset the MSRs are building and mentality. The Kuya Kassiapani, a man yourself, my own infrastructure. The Kuya Kassiapani, a true deal. The Kuya Kassiapani, a principle. When these opportunities avail, let us be careful about party coloration or partisanship. Let us think that we are building magnets. How much we need Ghana? Any lack of employment issues? And welfare issues are softened for us. All potential Ghanaians, brace up. This is the time. All potential Ghanaians, brace yourself up. Lamentations.
I think honestly, sir, because we run a political economy now, some of these decisions will be political decisions.
I'm saying partisan.
Of course, I get you. There will be political decisions. And I think we all as a people have to learn the hard way. Learn the hard way because of certain comments that were made in the past. In the end, if you are a beneficiary today of a government decision now, you should brace yourself up, sir. There will be attacks from the other side. And then it will come. What we can do is constantly to remind the Ghanaian people, sir, yes, we'll do our politics, but we also have to stay focused. Because we build our mind on anything. In times past, we were running with the state capture narrative, you understand? What would those same people say today if a government decision favors another unit?
That's the point.
In that way, and you don't expect the party who was at the receiving end of state capture will then sit down now. No, they will not sit down. They would also hit back. But we as a people should get to a point and say, okay, you were dealt with. In a very brutal manner, with state capture and its narrative, and you suffered electoral defeat. But we've gotten to a level the tit for tat cannot continue to stop at a point.
That should be our message.
Yes, the tit for tat cannot continue. You are legitimate in your. Even if you want to criticize again in a very brutal manner now, because of what we saw, but we have to move on.
Let's be brutally frank here. Some of the things now, of course, when the NDC was in the position, the MPP as we speak finds it extremely difficult. Extremely difficult to forgive and forget. Even when you are running commentaries and you speak about time to open up fresh pages, they are upset, they are worried. They think that, what do you mean? Why are you talking this way? That is why it's incumbent on this kind of administration to continuously demonstrate a space and a wing where obey accommodating, because they know that power. So whatever we do today should always be in the interest, the bigger picture, the Ghana picture. Now in demonstrating NDC as a party sometimes should admit that there were excesses. When we are about to do an admission, a bit changing the dynamics of our politics. This is the main culture is for the MPP cannot be a yardstick or measurement for you also in government today. Because if they were, then they would have been leading the country by now. Ghanaians felt that they will shortchange. And they might be trusted. It is no man, not MPP for you, not any so. Amasro, Ebufu, Ahantain, some of the ministers. No man Asempa Takasa, Asempa. titi nipa basa o tro ma dey say some come kasa anyhow now time open no kwa adwuma. All those things, you gave us a hope, and that hope is the resetting agenda. So this is from again, you cannot continue to do what the MPP did and tell me as reset. That one I disagree. Yes, sir. You come on a year now. The person can say, so my Ghana, a money party to MPP NDC forum. Floaters in our body, they are worried. Observers are worried. Someone just said, we need to open that page where our difficulty in forgiving one another. As I said, to baby, nearly reconcile. Some of the pages are difficult to close, but for the future of this country and the generation behind us. Yes, there is so many of you, Mati, and so Mati. Kopemsa 7 members. Now for transit, you also far. And also about to be. Because you can't Ghana, baby, Ghana now, and you're going to say, and say, I can say, you may have from to the other, says, I'm not for medical insurance, I'm not for medical banking sector, I'm not for medical, all other places, telcos. That it is time. Maybe when Nkrumah said the black man is capable, now the Ghanaian has always been capable, but for some of these partisanship and partisanship, you're dealing with your watch. Mr. Ghana for Mr. Abayotso. See constructive criticisms and suggestions as the best tool to ensure some good governance. Because Ghana for the donors who are careful, Namanya Kwada. Thinking and reasoning say this is rational, it's good. To be said, once we are going to be deliberate about establishing Ghanaians, giving them that business and international prominence, you say they will be kind, they be a man sema do Korea, but a man sema a winning fast because I notice a state for country still. Sadia na kayera Dr. Barancham for Juma no airtons omo previous now it is a state for so kasan ko na you asking us what happened in this country. So it was state capture at the time. What's happening? Is it here Kenya no here Kenya no Obi Kenya bia every place it should be sanitized and the mindset should be a push forward mindset. So your opponent should not waste entirely everything. Just be principle. Believe in whatever you do. Believe whatever you say. So when you need to admit, let's progress because life still goes on as far as you are human.
And I think some of those admissions must be made if we all want to. Because me, I love this realization. Say you true level. Ghanaians will have to take commanding height of industry. And industry, every industry, be it the telcos, well, I think that's even the next baby. The telcos, now we are doing some work with the extractives, mining and any other. We have to begin taking commanding height. You call banking sector, you call even trade and commerce, everywhere. We have to be in there. That is how we can build and develop this country. But some admissions will have to be because you cannot term somebody working in that regard as state capture. And when it's happening now, a competence, difficult. If some admissions will have to be made, we have to make it, and then we all move forward as a country. But we need to. I mean, imagine Ghana with 10 Zoom lions, with 10 engineers and planners, with 10 multimedia, with 10 despite media, with 10 people, I mean, this country, this whole thing about unemployment, some Kofui, Obia Timifa Extra, say 5,000 jobs in Park. We are going somewhere. Because let's get it, say, no country, and in the US, Ghana realizes anyway, say, omoye aban adwuma in the US. We civil servants kakra ewo Washington. Any ABA civil servants kakra civilians adwuma in the armed forces of the US, in the Navy, Air Force, anywhere. Almost every other worker in the US. Private sector. Private sector. Government jobs here capacity of the private sector. It is the private sector that doesn't create jobs. Was about Ghana and Bono. Abayan Jumena, Uchekia, and 1 million. Or more Abayan Ghana, and 1 million. The secret is the private sector. And we have to be deliberate in expanding and building our private sector. And we should take away, because Abayan policy would favor individuals. That individual can be a politician, that individual can be a religious leader, that individual can be a private businessman. It will favor somebody. And when it favors somebody, don't term it in a derogatory term. Say corruption, a state capture, time there, I don't know, a competent. It is not proper. I believe once we've come to that realization, let's make the necessary admissions and then we move on. And Obia, a by policy, we will take advantage of it. We see it's a Nipani again. He should just play by the rules and then we go.
You know, some of these things, the baby Adam can offer more. I was so privileged to be with him most of the time. Decisions about local contractors and some perceived NDC contractors are Omo Juma. That time, those so far most by my good friend Kofi Job or NDC. Yeah. Those so far most.
Can you imagine?
So when the of our Makwata, I say I command NDC ni Kofi Job or the contract in our man and other contractors. And any time of our Makwata may engage in say, how does he feel about something? What's it come now? Na omai no na ye chichire na ya sa aboa Ghana fo amatima ye adwuma ana say de ye de ne ye interest ne ye ho jom sa offer na say o mu so onye o say dabi if I will empower a Ghanaian for him to be a world class contractor na me party say on be pamia say me kwa sa ni pan oba be japade amagana ene Sadi no yema local contractors a papaya ba or to us here Abuja na sensusu be to us. Sadi and rebaby a dear do. Sika to do na no eka o my way. Enipa do na no eka o my way. Uhwe ne Marapoma, uhwe ne Jasmo, uhwe ne Alexibom, uhwe ne Kofi Job, uhwe ne Sky, uhwe ne Asabia, all these people equipped. So we need to be deliberate about these things that we are saying here. Because yaka when you know about also say one year boa payoman kase me set that pass kopim se mekono me fa amanyo sema ehuni for so enfre from and because we are so poisonous that when we have a competent person cry aban we person obo manager na so when the party for na kase bi omo kita but that only the capacity as I said the party for do na eko me say of our quarter dey me to so dey be adam so some MP people will come management oni Sophie even if you go and talk to a company or Dimusumbo, Nanka or Fanebra for Bakadofa, with them part your company with the one with more capacity. Only Sophie. I know Abuja will be suffering same. I know most of the ministers are suffering same, especially from the party people. Party pressures, Nipa Bebre, ministers Bebre, chief executive, almost on go. They take decisions at their own expense. Decision be a minister be who take care and say only who say Bebu Akonta. Take the decisions in accordance with the dietitian officer. Say only
you will be fine.
It's every decision that you are taking, take that decision that Semini Hokrampa. Because Yankochi president, Yankochi vice, Yankochi so agric minister, Yankochi lands and natural resources minister. Yankokasi wenko bua konta. It more akwanyani ewa addition sonko any sianu. Whatever decision you take today, whether NDC continues or otherwise, accountability is not out of reconciliation. There be mpacho TNE is a clear line. In as much as we want to reconcile, reset, open that fresh page, it has nothing to do with accountability. Patoti, yes, yama obia opportunities not finding the Juma, and non chances a brasso, Sakwabana Santunia Kwanya as lance minister. Brad never said Sandoma we are now. Say hi. Me am a party. We are party for going to catch us with the mom. And the corner so we should be careful and mindful in our quest to ensure say party pressure party for the be hard. Yeah,
but it doesn't also mean that because there are party for which are competent, like they have the capacity.
Of course, Obi. Of course, I say the party for you very
sure. Some of them
are very capable, and then you can't run away from that. You can't. But I'm citing this example because some people will go to pick with pickers or compare Accra Kumasi
who need certificate.
Then no table minister say we. It's Dino.
Now I told the other family
Minister Baku and Abai Wakaja say there are so many ways in killing a cat.
Yes.
Why do you want us to commit our own goal? Why? I didn't say own goal. So many ways.
Yes.
It is obi na ya ka say wabono bodo capacity ye adwuma papa kochia ne man na now and party for do na so mesrem ka munya kwanya kakra na ye de domo no mesrem that Rome was not built in a day. Kakra na unya no meaning say all of us yen sound so change but obia miamia ne de so kakra e de ye bibi do na to say omujiska omuka say galam say every day oba bijiska it was jisika na na onu say chira oba obujiska ni say chira oba na ka say minister ni bia you are the worst minister that has happened in his life but 5,000 2,000 3,000 8,000 who can see any force bill but say 5,000 cedis and ukra grade A was saying 5,000 cedis it won near breso say be also usutum kakra and na kwa boche they also beton force now we
na buy na power on
please
force
it was buying force was no we should learn a skill me patropi say what buy was so we Ghana ni tie me nya suku here pa and then cry is anujuma ubesua de utri na you fitao plumber pop aban hodo abanyina ma sa akonya tvet ho say konna ko bin ho headman adwuma mpemfo do na wo power the dressmakers omunyina association akese we are unya certification all those things
unim asema wo kan ye ko kuma aseme ne madam for back ni horseman shoes horseman we're in the same hotel actually na me ni din komo
now so oko yeah na afido oko ye pay political
maybe I will be to be
you are nosing around
for baby in many horseman shoes say din come na all kase opesa oba ni dey very important and I'm say Asempa o see your man sisi ade ba ko ewu ye man mu apprenticeship say amanfo mra mesu adwuma o medi be 2 years enfansu adwuma it obusa say obi uni ma de kontia ye plumber ni Thailand ni adwuma wo kroma nyina Togolese ni Benin fo age afa
Ghana fo so munye also the apprenticeship is dead. In the national apprenticeship program now it's about say or person best studio ni be deal but this is somebody you know a local shoes and so what you can do what you no we have to change that narrative and mindset ni na mindset to the omohwe the omoti omadwe nyina ne say once a communal sante eda kamu sebi amiana duma wasi 2 rooms be meeting office that's also yes
but and the oman say you know the man is tireless and some guys
now you could be washing car tie na car cover na meaning that say esikafo do na fie won kan for the car tie no I be develop seat
and the center table sure very nice very
car tie
yes nene tireless sika omoje
wala
and the tireless ko omoje fita for sika omoje o kroma in the Thailand ne sa pop ne sa no the money there unfortunately or fortunately no and we won't say into tax but that's something GRA would have to take a second look at but majority of them don't pay tax
and advocacy about all those people you know
they have to jump on introducing new policy be capture sanko for but there is a lot of money in apprenticeship
so when you sakrata na transport unions are doing in our car say let me admit na law first 20% just in road transport operators disregard the purported 20% upward adjustment in public transport fares. The attention of the executives of the road transport operators has been drawn to a media publications of a purported 20% upward adjustment in public transport fares effective 2nd June 2026. We wish to inform the general public that the executives of the road transport operators have not engaged the ministry in any transport fare upward adjustment. The decision by the supposed group is illegal, as it has not gone through the fare adjustment protocol and procedure agreed between the Ministry of Transport and the road transport operators. We therefore wish to condemn this decision in no uncertain terms and request the general public to disregard the publication by the supposed group with the contempt it deserves. Accordingly, all road transport operators, unions, associations, drivers, vehicle owners, loading point managers, and allied stakeholders are hereby requested to maintain the existing approved fares and to refrain from implementing any unilateral fare adjustment until further notice. We are therefore monitoring the next pricing window, and should there be the need for any adjustment, the public will duly be notified. We remain committed to prioritizing the interests of both our drivers and commuters, and will continue to work diligently towards safeguarding their welfare. It's signed Mr. Godfred Adubiri, General Secretary, Ghana Private Road Transport Union, and then Mr. Emmanuel Ohini Yeboah, General Secretary, Ghana Road Transport.
That's almost say they are not part of that 20%.
But it's in their interest to say we have to be careful. It's in the interest of GRTC for CCNA because we are scratch and those who are more massacred and Makasano Pawia Ewo Adom FM Jason Ben Boahin, member of communication GPRT of TUC, Eric Lati Lamte, member of communication GPRT of TUC, Samuel Amwa, national deputy Asempa GPRT of TUC, Asunaba Nana Redu, national chairman commercial transport operators of Ghana, Pa Willie, national chairman concerned drivers association of Ghana, David Agwado, on the Pojino Manem Kasai, national PRO concerned drivers association of Ghana, Ya Berima, national PRO, commercial operators, true drivers, earlier one is say
20%. No,
earlier one is say the Ghana Private Road Transport Union of the Trades Union Congress and Commercial Transport Operators of Ghana have, after careful deliberation with our members and stakeholders, agreed on a 20% adjustment in public transport fares nationwide. It has become necessary and legitimate to review fares due to the sustained high cost of fuel and spare parts. Over the past months, fuel prices have remained high, and the cost of tires, engine oil, batteries, and other essential spare parts has gone up significantly. These rising operational costs have made it difficult for drivers and vehicle owners to maintain vehicles and remain in business. The new fares, reflecting a 20% increase, will take effect on Tuesday, that's tomorrow, 2nd June 2026. This applies to all intra-city, trotro, intercity, and the shared taxi services across the country. Updated fare charts will be displayed at all lorry stations before the effective date. Passengers are advised to check the approved rates at their stations and pay only the stipulated amount. We understand the burden any fare adjustment places on the commuters. This decision was taken only after all other options were exhausted. We appeal to the public for understanding and cooperation as we implement this adjustment. We also caution all drivers and mates against charging fares above the approved 20%. Our task force, working with police MTTD, will monitor compliance at major stations. Anyone found overcharging will face sanctions. We continue to appeal to government to intervene by reviewing taxes on spare parts and stabilizing fuel prices to ease the burden on transport operators and the Ghanaian public. The GPRT of TUC and Commercial Transport Operators of Ghana remain committed to providing safe, reliable, and affordable transport services for all Ghanaians. And in the morning, I say, you know, 20% there, I'm not sure. Yeah, the morning. So, that's your production team. Dominic, they should get in touch with these people and see whether the
statement for front about override
the statement says that in almost the relevant personalities no almost when the unions no members no and they almost okay the statement about so that you can get in touch quickly and then
very important but I think that the confusion will not help okay, the outcome was the disregard. That's the latest one now. And you would see. No, Omahine kind of that. Omahine has read it already. Yes. Would move on now. But we need clarity on this.
It's important. It's important.
Even if it will take the ministry to come out now, or there's clarity, no, a bit me but there is an opportunity for the young people at 18. Who's a car apprenticeship. The Special Economic Zones Chamber.
And you're in for
into say your free zones. And now the world is moving away from free zones. You see, the country be implementing a special economic zones. In Robert here, Benin president no free zone and say or championi baby with Benin. The special economic zones concept, no. One company umutimi attract or buy, no. Over 20,000 jobs, one company, massive garment. And the President Mahama has engaged them on Robert Stati be our Ghana.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and there is already other private zones. Our Ghana had that. In the Dawa in that means what the Dawa industrial zone. Yes, for private people. Into a more special economic zones chamber. In the chamber, they say Skills for Jobs program. They are still, Skills for Jobs program. They are still recruiting people for free jobs. Or more 5,000 spaces available. 5,000. Yes, for young people between the ages of 18 and 26. 4 weeks. Or say they will pay them from day one as they start the training. In the training, a garment industry.
Age bracket is
18 to 26 years. 18 to 26 years. Now, almost started with a pay monthly of 1,250. On lunch. Now, on transportation every day to and from work. Yes. In omwa training, we are a garment. No, Masai Amawajuma Amawaye. It may patch out. When you listen to Ekosiisen, we add value to you. Value, very, very important. In the number we in a phrase is here on your screening, and the employment is guaranteed. And you training we say quarter page more by you know. In the phrase 0550 631697 0550 631697. This should be 0550 631697. 18 to 26 years. What between those ages now? Ubetma from Musisia and do something with your hand. Do something with your hand. Do something with your hand.
These are the opportunities.
Yes. Are available.
These are the opportunities.
Do something with your hand. Monfre 5,000 spaces available. Menton kasi unye juma ye. Unye juma eye. Into kobo krono and I will say there is a glorious opportunity for you. Please take advantage and let's see what happens. PKS upon say Obi. The tit for tat will continue until Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa apologizes to us.
Well, Okudzeto Ablakwa says only President Mahama. It's been done sometimes, but only President Mahama did a quick response, and all relevant bodies are part of this evacuation exercise. In listening to Ghana for South Africa, I remember the MPP time Kennedy, Japan, and so too. Syria, Lebanon, Dubai or whatever. Another. But for the swiftness now, it is just a very encouraging for us as a. Also, might be also the amount to be very patriotic. Sanema you like Kalbi say, on this please note His Excellency and the Foreign Affairs Minister
Samuel Okudzeto. Kudos to you guys. Fantastic job done. Obisa Asanko Mine, maybe one mine is no more contract.
Asanko Mine is
yes. And also, as a company, no, contract my friend Rabotech.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Rabotech and a hot
well, Robinti, no man, now fame a pigeon, the Tosubium, and we've been talking about this. Now I get the sense, Accra Kumasi Road, no. Maybe on fast track the express highway, and I've suggested that express highway 240 or 250 kilometers no Ghana for contact for be in Sianki and Chemomona or at a faster pace in my if it is possible.
Especially as a finance minister Bekasa say loan and farm finances our project in particular and what government intends doing I don't know from oil proceeds. Yes, oil proceeds.
Meanwhile, once we attack that road with all the seriousness, no?
The existing roads,
no?
Well, that is what we are using
the existing roads, no? Normal towing service, towing service, no politicizing, oh, because it's easy, no? I don't know the premium we pay on ourselves as citizens. So as I say, oh, man, for a avoidable as a minimum paying for you should be worried.
Yes,
very worried. That is why sorry be a young guy in your babina procure near and some over to kind of shares and police in here walk of phone no ba and na wa or no when you say go wasa ma than HIV. Now as we speak, no, the reaction from the gender ministry, which social welfare is under, and the family of a year Posinino and your mama
mental checks today.
No, BBL be now of free fan in it. I am so free fan and then
assembly barbe public no I'm not call mental psychiatric correct
maybe yes I know
Dabi Oman you were new so we utimi ya a new man I mean cannot be
mentality
no there is nowhere any sane human being will do that. I mean no sane human being say not dreaming in a BBI juma pepe. No,
I don't want to put you at any uncomfortable corner, but Maza, who can sane human beings as this morning some reverend ministers came to me at the car park.
Yes,
Maza, Eastern and Central Region schools, no. Eastern and Central Region schools, they have all the necessary
details, no.
Maza, your mom pay you. And it's not build on a mocha was a man and makes me about the right time. But Maza, sir, gayism, nay, lesbianism, no, I dare to see tam. I'm telling you, when we pretend that nothing is happening now, Miss Rameka, Asima Miki. Nipa no mo emma honum at least omo ma be catch omo the place they go to enima mo sorry 12 soldier initiative amanfo nyina you know my way na the mama ye hu cross ye hu omo so omo ye mofra no they see us say no crowd them we don't know what time is it. I'm telling you oh my Ghana as I say yam hihie onoma bebre if you buy near Gunyoma Bebre, sooner it's about money. Go to our various campuses. And your ma, ya this year your reference as our future generation. We should be very careful because posterity, well, we are not any ending ye. Obia men fan concept the artist wrong kwa. Obia mwa, ni entity kroi. Kasane doso. Ni tiny dorsal in Chatusori to dorsal, a 10-year dorsal. Let us put our brain to work. Let us think Ghana. Let us be there for one another. Let us stop certain acts now. And more mind can call in Puntu.
Yeah. I think it's a very, very important point to raise because sometimes as a minor, I think when it comes to a moral fiber now, jaya manioma atitia pansam dodo, and that's why conversations around family values and human sexual diabete and bail no are extremely important. If the conversation going round as the minority is preaching, say the version that was approved near watered down version, I'm still the menya 2 bills, no. I have the 2021 one.
Yeah,
and I know the 2025 one. I'm trying to compare differences now a woman. Minority said there have been 32 amendments. And I want details of our 32 and then we can take it from there.
Before you go there, yes. For that edition.
Sure.
Now, sure. Now, because if we allow the politicians to fill the space all the time, most of the time, they will not inure to the benefit of all of us.
It's true.
Now, can be a special edition. It doesn't matter. Okay. So that we will exhaust all what it takes. Then we can have that all conversation. But God will allow me here. The Yawada will do that.
We can do that special.
Honorable
Kando, Health Minister Basso. He did something very, very profound. Thanksgiving a course so enra ewo Boshain Presby. I think Asorene Baba and Nana Ubusa for permission to speak. He took opportunity because the power sorry them and as health minister he seized the moment. Any amount for the about Ebola.
Oh wow!
Which was I thought he was smart on that.
Wow!
Very, very smart on that. When the partner was sorry them on.
Wow!
Health minister in these times he shouldn't have missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
And indeed
that was very smart.
He took the opportunity. Any amount for no ding come about Ebola. It's almost a moment so Ghana about Obiama the whole by symptoms. And I thought it was really, really smart. And we have to commend him. I mean, ministers of state and all of them who call functions be an opportunity to hold to speaker. Take advantage, talk to the people about either Nyoma buying air and answer was sector BB and also a man phone. I thought Honorable Kwabena Kando did a good job.
Okay, management clap be man because we are not always here to criticize the negatives happening. We are always here. We be our born homo dimbiano Yebeka Sana say if it's a sin to be about Juma Yenuma Yebeka see us as partners in development. It's so important. Once the minister seizes this opportunity, now otimi chirimu se ampa yatititi wa mama so say yade Ebola na say yitibiem wa mama that assurance. The next question I'm person body say beyond the assurance no again ahoboaboa because we have had that experience before. So dia ahoboaboa ana one na pamfo omoye na itimi aboa ma se impo ebisa tribal system now. That's why there's also a call for free South Africa but say we should run a certain check.
Yes.
Se be bin kase pudo bia akoshi. Ba putupumu emma no mo basa no. Yaje omo awa tudi. Nemum nke be ya ye monitor baby bi omo nyina omo tititi no ana baby omo kwakotata no. Na ye run those checks no na more on mine.
Very important.
Yeah, that's why
breaking news they say cabinet am a green light for MMDCs to be elected. Amendments to be laid in Parliament before the end of 2026.
My goodness.
Yeah, that green light number from Cabinet. So MMDC should be elected.
Are we sure we can do 2026 by the close of 2026?
For the amendment to be laid.
But that's what I'm saying. Are we sure?
It will depend on the kind of. Also, there are some. If the amendment will touch on the entrenched provisions in the Constitution, union process, was a referendum, all of that. But I think it's a positive step.
Very positive.
Unfortunately, I don't know how the NPP will take it when it comes to them now in opposition. Well, you remember, sir, Adeba Kwame successful and Nado was the national chairman of the NDC's decision. Said no. And I thought it was Ofosuampo. Said no, they will not support. That move to elect MMDC.
There's a fresh page.
They rather called for say Anka. Yanyan is saying, okay, they called for say they will not support making it partisan. I think to be fair to them, Obuka said they will not support making it partisan, but they will support the election of MMDC. But we
clearly that time, I don't think we shut it down because you cannot run it with that same semblance. It will be difficult. Baby Kakrebi Nebia, Omunum say, CID or MPP ni omu say sami dem friend this ni omu ko gina the same place ento omu so abase omu ye na true so kan omu a omu ye ko to omu so abase mensin crash ever say e won kwanta south Omobetima Quatra Akofetum. It's the same one covered in a different style. So I'm sure the conversation will start right away.
Sure.
I wrap up with Ghana Black Stars.
But many in team for Joe Homani so.
Mamika Asempa engineer.
Honorable in team for Joe. Omani Kwabran Santos Muji Awariama 40th birthday. One to something. Did you work on the question?
Well, Nimyan for Ahubrasim. Well, Daruma. Now, want to be who crowd them as a sometime. Now, in Samakasia Cassian trophy. Mesubet media dance, Brian Cocrano, Gate and a pair of soup and boy, and my power to the pounder.
Surprise the power, Miss Lu and upon me, preaching me, surprise to be a tower chair. Yes, really a factor. And you know, you're master, and I hear say on the mastermind behind surprise party.
That's a sweet surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise, especially in church, and so it was a good one.
Oh yeah, dear pa, Sure.
Yes, Bearman so quite what a pie.
Now, Waria, or my dear Nimudia.
Anyway, your fair one and your bonnet, and you saw a press conference on the newly passed proper human right and family values bill. No, is that the name of the proper?
Proper a human sexual rights and family values bill.
Okay, human sexual rights and family values bill. I mean, to start with, you know, more bone of contention really as minority with our bill where our parliament jitu on a day.
Yo, we that's initiative for now. The tennis Omahine Obi, we a lawyer. When himself from 1960, but 66 years. Under the 1960 Criminal and Other Offences Act, no. Bema so Bema already know a criminal. Mebuana.
That's true.
So Oba Oba a criminal that Mebuana.
Sure.
So homosexuality on natural canal knowledge for 66 years now. A criminal. Me have been here for the criminal. Mono near the morality from that time Mepimone won't do if I'm minister in the law records no. To me they are tiny pattern over 66 years. Ubeye bia just be a pedophile. Penny akofa bema penny no akofa bema akra no dini bone. And no na ubetumi nya cases enu poka crazy. But those laws are already criminal. Nemundi man ko hia say minus 93% of the population according to Afro Barometer Survey report 2021 can say e be hia maybe a sister no. Na sa nyoma no norms ni values ni adinya ya mamre nya no eni se ye ni mra bia we system ni mu a eno no eto se woni a bohu dawru woni e promote woni a disika wuram woni e sise suma se ni omo yi omanim na wo mo promote LGBT man ya kono etwe dodo ko wuram no tafo no na wo mo ho hi pa won e diga na nyanti no yanko samra ebe toase propaganda, promotion, advocacy, and support and sponsorship. And no team this our private members be way by. And to any buy, no. And no, that was the mischief the bill sought to cure. And the parcel be 2024. The parcel be obi. And you know, memoha. And you can say, Mrana ya parcel no. Edimu. Bibia ni mu etosi. Enti no ya fa koma president. Akufo-Addo no on sign and na ye nia ba akupe ono nipa ba akupe wu lawyer the like sky cause ono de emra aspect bi on the opinion mu no enye constitutional na nkekawa bi wo ho a seem to be wo no Supreme Court and say ni sa nyoma ni free mu answer the parliament the be kwa president then or the akoma no and will stay. That was na yes ano Ghana had the do na etu anugu ni so say ana ni enya emra kama papa say eba bebua LGBT etu ase a What the also they call me and Falcon Mampany sign. In fact, NDC for Nina, including and His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, Sam George, nominee who were coming in the campaign. So NDC MPP for one person almost sign. I don't need a demo. And to Montu Abentiawum, Nemono, the year by the Sam Bill now will sign it for you. At that time, no, it was signed the bill now. One more answer, boss, ye bar to Abamame, Nameba, Meba Berisham, may ye the end free moon and some pass it. Say, to Abamame, Namime passes our bill no more. And a Ghana for a 2 MPP for. I don't want to about the man NDC. So, Mampany Mahama, Banwaba, Ababe San Bill Amau. One more and this was even also a so for corn hot Mampany. One by the bill now, one is the former cancer, Modema President. Akufuado no one to me and sign or Jubilee has signed my Asempa Asempa. And no Mampany Mahama na be can say debut. Bill no Uncle Drew President Akufuado Obia Panko Mano Entino Sadia Moma Parliament and Yana Fofro and for the same bill no Emra no more the Bremia Mede me sign. And no Mampany says Abono. And I saw for in the Parliament. Mofa bill no come on Mampany no one sign. Yet the same bill they call. Yet the call Parliament. I said the name almost say there be a man and yakra entino yen to move yen delete never be and your recrafting redrafting and your amendment maku 31 obi as we speak no a man womo ayemu deletions in 22 from the original provisions 22 deletions and one inserted new provisions maku 31. So the first point is that man and also my passing, it is never materially, substantially, it is never the same as the old bill. They are two different bills. Because any amendment baku mirumiensa and akoye. The same man Sam George, President Mahamani and this before you know catch Ghana for say and money di moon to Kenya for the Omoje Ghana Marano. You almost say free one Ghana and only Kenya say we no pass it, yen pass almost the omo ban me the man my woman. Almost there be say pass on the back President Mahamadi. I just want you nema 31 a free months and to omo amendment. Amendment to the nano pay me to suffer and trifle. In your mammy yi ni mako cross by cross. E yi ni nyina the trewon. And I'm say bisa Ghana for say. Entino ube yi we no nyina sumet to see a woman who nyina free mo. E ma mano aye empty non biting. Na uwie a waka say emrakro no a na Ghana for we no. Enu ni ana because o pe bibia ni aka say ade akufa do antumi anye Mahama baya wa beya. Eno no kamra na ka o pe se akufa do sign. And also na akoko sign near to sign on the man. Now what meje na ensio na o se Akufuado no mo no. I said ya dia bro na also no na be no ya de bra so there be poison wom to yanko distill it. Yanko neutralize it. Yanko no ne so ni poison free mo say dia bro one we enya atwo. But the main thing, let me take you through some of the changes.
Yeah, some of the changes very important.
Now, over order paper of Friday 29th May, on page 33, at the copy in page 41, we will advertise changes now. Now, the first amendment, we will can say, now, delete who holds out as, and instead who identifies openly, represents that person, or professes as. In the say, I say the who holds out as say, who be pay be action say, why now coaching so ye LGBT dia. And this will be a and then no dey we say, any will be a ono akasa no we be what pay mu akam pe say me o say mercy me LGBT ni o me oba me ne ma anada na me mini opili no me confess and san we tumi akwakochi no. Now, no, sir, why not over to me? Why not they question? Apart from one year being one man on it, or a new crowd, TikTokers, yeah, or more Germany in the USC, on the bit can do account, but why no Ghana? Ha? Obey Bible and Tiambeka, I am professing and confessing I'm LGBT. That is how they have amended the bill to. Over clause and the second amendment, almost a paragraph C, line 4, after except. Delete where the procedure is intended to correct a biological abnormality, including intersex. delete that and insert in the case of intercess. Say, no, rather than say, procedure bia obeye na the day one okakosisa na wafa foforo what they correct biological abnormality bi no and no yen deleting free no only yan can say in the case of intercessor there na sa provision no e bone ben na ewo mu why na tia na so and na dia fe no hu tia na so nti yes free ho e fa from ra for that because of time come with me to cross 9 e ho no e in fact when we dey bone you e twa yem pa. Please come with me to clause 9. Now, clause 9, no, amendment proposed, no, almost say, add the following new subclause. Subsection 2 does not apply to. The only part say, over clause 9, I am running more. Some we are, woman, the baby, say, we need that than name mono, and then, and this before say, so, sad we are, mamma, say, new, I am more, and Mano, and Nemo. Sir, a hono, and a queer mania here for. Ene mahama yarega so banta e parliament cement na momfa almost mago bi visa misem na make it to be one consideration of this bill no ye no right telecast you mean you money until me person na person ye transparent na Ghana for you hu nti no ye call fiesta royal no ye the camera for koi ye ku try na live telecast be bia ni ho ye can say ye emphasize the remembering na there are big amendment. So I resisted it. But let me read it. What they are saying is that subsection 2 does not apply to the following people. Asempa now, let us turn who bill be not be across 9 obi. May kind of section 2 now one more exemption. One more creative immunity. And you need to be our check. And they are above the law. And this LGBT law no, will not apply to them. No, my main kind, the particular section now, it does not apply to them. Subject to the Constitution, a person shall not promote or support an act prohibited under this act. Subject to the Constitution, a person shall not engage in, participate in, promote or support an act aimed at changing public opinion towards an act prohibited under this act, or subject to the Constitution, a person shall not offer premises or any other movable or immovable asset, or provide any form of assistance for purposes of promoting an act prohibited under this act. Obi, the American, and musician. Sir, Emrano advocacy part, promotion part, I want to hear the thrust of the matter, hear the object of the bill. And you say, one, Ubebo LGBT who then rule, now I kono, na to me assistant for Agony, a man or Ako LGBT so man, I hear the G2 na to me, Puanka Oba Okwakoyebi. And the ones who are Okako high dying and Akusi dying, the premises be come be said. Omran from a gemwa, and moi, who the butaya a text, and he said, Yemfa Mpeja LGBT Munaya Konono. Send the panel. Wono, Wobumra, now our baby be said, Biano, Ubequako then Siase and fear do. One Nemukra and fear num. Nem Momono, dear Onoakasa, Ekoye, Adiano. Oh, the Obimpa channel so high, no, on put your back with them, Fibiansa, what them at time, Fianum. Nemum, the all bomb with the Runo, dear, all money attractive, all promote the advocates in the uncle them and fear do because that is where the problem is and that is the mischief you want to cure. We really saw. So I saw about the year, sir, exemption said the same people, no, the same advocacy promotion, yeah, they know. And the Pekria may have been persuaded. And for whom the obey their promote to LGBT, no, section 2 now, my boss, it will not apply to you. Would you know what you put your yellow for promote? A. The provision of legal advice or legal representation, submissions or representations made to a court, tribunal, parliament, commission of inquiry, or a body exercising judicial or quasi-judicial functions. The publication of an academic, scientific, or medical opinion, the dissemination of information by a governmental body, non-governmental organization, development partner, or other body engaged in the delivery of health services or related programs. E. The provision of medical, surgical, psychological, or counseling services in accordance with accepted professional practice. F. The reporting of news or current affairs by a media house or a journalist in the ordinary course of journalism. G. The performance of public health functions, including HIV and AIDS
Asempa
prevention, testing, treatment, and care. Enti no sani pekio wenu nyina na ibore tofa otwi mu a. O say we lawyer ni na wanya client bi o LGBT ni na o ma no legal representation dia. We betumi akugina court. No say my lord, me client bi LGBT ni na enye se me defend no fundamental rights keke. Me say me promote me bohu dawru me manaya kono so bia ko LGBT di ope bia me promote na no yes akra no a ya dia emra no enu ni da so wo akasa mpo o se me o client bi LGBT me man legal advice na me man legal representation ti no me akasa kra me kwa engage in na ma participate here no kra mpo no emra no enyi mi finche na me de I am above the law ebi also se wo kwa control enwuma bi ana research bi ana scientific paper bi na wo ya wo betumi atro now they are promoting LGBT and they are with the purpose of promoting LGBT, but one association and count a also we are journalists. While we are reporting of news, current affairs by media house or journalists, or we are Juma. Now, so we are journalists, are we are Juma? With the border rule, promote LGBT. Now, your money are common crimes and device here. We are journalists, and Marano. It doesn't apply to you. That subsection 2 does not apply to you. We are doctor, we are surgical or psychological counselor. We are non-governmental organizations. So NGO for ya. I'm only for foreign donors. Yeah, this can be removed. Nasa we be they promote LGBT. One subsection 2 no and count a man 8 ya unko de fiance when in free. Now the maybe say. So we when we run away them to one movie. Said you must be omunye na mrani ni omunia na why na ode mrano kwa kwachi no why be naka because more than this before ya and Sam George as we said 3 weeks ago yeah consideration live on television on blast UN8 and global fund and Ghana AIDS commission apa bi do no kobaya the gene di mo bo say man say or no say UN8 global fund and Ghana AIDS commission for no woman just can be fair man on it at the best support to LGBT4 Emma woman crampo cancer and no more at the condoms near day and the lubricants at the HIV patients before our home LGBT so money and Franco photo and you know blast on part some for when and LGBT no see can be so much at the promote to and it's all funny I say a man new moody not just 3 weeks to Sandy Pay we are any peculiar this way. Parliament defend this. The same people now know one kasa accuse they are the real sources and avenues for promotion and support and advancement of LGBT and they them to them and free and random no the own part. Na yachum. Na maraben washano. And the sabri they na ka woman yaka woman say LGBT unlawful. Same-sex marriage is unlawful, but these have been unlawful since 1960.
Yeah, but honorable. But the admission has to be made, sir. Even though unnatural carnal knowledge has been unlawful since 1960, no, the variants are abba. And in these modern times, LGBTQ plus, no, those variants, no, necessarily are lost nowhere quiet on them, and that's why this bill was necessary. If all LGBTQI activities are still unlawful, even in the new bill, then that is something that's really the crux of the matter.
Not the crux of the matter, which was the mischief, which never existed in any law that needed to be cured, is the advocacy promotion. As for the variant, yes, to an extent it cures, but no, entirely no, and where you want to target, because since 1960, no, even what was already existing, which was homosexuality, Krana, simply the evidence you have to produce is penetration in a Krano. How many cases have been able to be prosecuted? Because why now? Nipa minu you sure. One never brought evidence. But give me evidence. Na prosecute me. It is for that reason that for 66 years, nipa dua because of homosexuality. Even though I'm running, and to Mrana was no. The Nina so the Fapim Pauli Dum Janone, the Rubono. So they bear the Rubono echo from one. The activities in Beding, and so that and I saw variant to the crown. The what's the son say? I just a Nipana Casa about the catcher say, Kajo Mensa, Kajo Mensa, me gay, and Tino Bacheme. That is what you are saying. We say the person must profess it, he must openly represent himself and openly profess and identify himself. No one ever been studying natural. Some me LGBT, me transgender. Why? I just said you and America has to be a what Germany, US baby. So when you are TikTok, you money Ghana. And you bet can do open. But say Ghana, Hana would have been forced alone. Now the same thing. Nipana ma bonte no one kasa me confess ya. Who to mean no? How are you going to enforce that bill? They make a right message. And you know, they are not a single parent can no be a deterrent. And no yes close to 9. Talking about prohibiting promotion and advocacy. Now, sir, we PQBC ho. The PQ who create and who accuse you say woman is LGBT. None also more exemption. Now, when you want more exemption now, a man on farm for President Kufaru Man Sanya. No man. We say Magana for an answer, we say the Bible, Nipa Puna, almost LGBT for children and the Bible mobile. And until I conclude this, Saturday we, one was the son of Emian Kwankofa, old one, no, I'm a President Mahaman sign, not the woman to Musio to Musi, after the exemptions I've been with. And only command dear, so best sign, so on sign, and yet the same Emra. Now, the Emra for cry, title open the same. Now, the Fufria baby, a temple and a babet twice LGBT Sukraman a pija, a temple never promoted because one more said, I said, Manu Woodin, and man, Kroya, and Chuma Babet more protection. And let me give you one instance. The Oma is tantamount to say, already we still subject to the Constitution. In our Constitution, so you be could be a Ukraina or entitled to a lawyer. Obi Miwana.
Yes, that's true.
And you say, murder suspect. Our court now, Unya lawyer didn't say Manua. Lawyer no, didn't say Namano. Name lawyer no, and Coco to say, or promote murder. Is that the case? He doesn't promote it. He only defends the fundamental human rights of the accused. And you know, Uncle Jacob may lawyer may protect it within. Now the American say with the same and also what to be could you Roberts no, you don't go and promote it. And until so for you to be a lawyer representing a murderer, you are exempted from criminal procedures that are applicable to murderers. Do you have any law like that?
No.
Maybe, do you need to exempt a lawyer before he can go and represent a murderer? You don't. You are Nipana Krano. You're seen it to Mumpo, no Kodemua. He is still entitled to a lawyer between your appeal Amano. So appeal the Kran, you know what the Mukrana. Not so Yarea. He has the right to be speak to my Dr. Heno. Dr. Heno, Yankaso, Dr. Aden Wakoshe Udini, and you know, Yan for charge and more because a man, a woman, Yankose Mrabiaso, the doctor best let me have Udini or a Fiasia. I just see a man exempt the answer. No way, you don't need a new exemption. Do you get the point? We also say that as a journalist, you can a journalist cover a lot of murder cases, rape cases, What cover now one report no. So will be a no. Why do you need an exemption? Say a journalist reporting rape case to be immune from criminal procedures on rape, so that he has that immunity before he can report. You don't need any such exemption. So why now? Why are they in this case? And sending them out, and special immunity. Then on person
because it may be easy for somebody to misconstrue, because if you take the wording of the first bill now passing into law, no, it was almost as if so we a journalist now hosting program said you me hosting now even putting forth as part of your topics issues with LGBTQ can more discuss here in the studio during your discussion segment Nimpa, and Numpon was going to be outlawed based on the burden of the previous bill. No?
That is not correct. And yes, not correct.
Okay.
Me party also be contention is only section mama. Bibia say the section omo e kan any section na clause na here amabobo so actually.
Yes.
That was the prohibition of propaganda, of promotion of advocacy for activities prohibited under this act. Now, may kind of this is a bill your party that I know. We answer a Sunday call here, almost to me, and I'm reading it to you. And as a lawyer, Obi, sincerely, give me your objective interpretation of this bill.
Okay.
If the journalist, any doctor for any lawyer for tomorrow, I say, subject to the Constitution, a person shall not produce, procure, market, broadcast, disseminate, publish, or distribute through a medium, technological platform, technological account, or any other means, or a film, the internet service, an electronic device, or any other material, any other device capable of electronic storage or transmission, a material for purposes, with emphasis, for purposes of promoting, an act prohibited under this act. How is a journalist or cover a friend's rape case, a promote to a rape? How is a journalist that is covering an LGBT story, promoting LGBT? How is this? How is this implied to me? Say, we are journalists, like LGBT. To say, Camino Cassia, marking LGBT, so I can be LGBT here discussing. But have you promoted LGBT? No, you haven't. You're only discussing because you are not doing it for the purpose of promoting it. No, you are discussing it. You haven't promoted it. The or no the Babbage radio so I can say LGBT there and Tiama would you pay yes, we are Bema now only a Bema so Quacoda and no Benitia. And no, at the so be a because because already no homosexuality no and outlawed. It is like a journalist, journalist, you know, Casse. I know because you be so bonicuna, and my ben, why, will be able to be a Cochina Cuckoo for. And no, you will be veiled. You'll be asked, you'll be questioned because I know who promote to murder. Is that not the case? Yeah. These are the two distinct things. So you can discuss murder on your radio station or even felony on your radio station, but you are not promoting felony or you are not promoting murder.
Okay, it is here. Yeah, I get you. It is here on the bit about propagating and promoting. No, in the first bill, now consequence for that, ne
consequence for that, 10 years imprisonment,
and
or minimum 5 years.
5 years, okay.
And in this one,
yes.
The consequence, the sentencing regime is the same. 5 to 10.
Okay.
But the difference is
exceptions.
What about the create exemptions?
Okay.
And exemptions are created, so and one assembly, and one soon a one can why this if we are on record to have accused say that for no so and the LGBT near them. Only a neighbors. One accusing you think for John accuse and you have been accused. More some joining this if we are more accused. Some for no, and almost says LGBT video no call yeah, call viral jail samba. Into Ukraine, Banner for a wow, case. Woman, a LGBT into Yema, almost 10 years imprisonment. Now, say a failure. Where you are, now, Mr. Necrama, no, video, no, where you almost say, woman put ye, and failure, woman to promote you. Now, a man only woman here. Now, man, who is some Ghana for, and more Ghana for, and I was some foreign donors and name. 1 year and the Bonifu, woman do music and woman, a what that means is that you can go and build a resource center now and say, men, we are a group of lawyers. We are here to promote, we are here to promote LGBT, but we have immunity because we are lawyers. We are giving you legal advice and we'll give you legal representation. Monye, we are promoting one person baby bra bra bra. In fact, the Bia is Munkoye. Now, counselors as well as yeah, professional counselors giving our professional counseling services. Now, they promote you. Yes, you can't, you too from free home, you too from a healthy home, watch you free home. Nemo, they say a beer, and it can be a bottle, it can be a premises or anything, and they did both them. Now, but here, a psychologist. I have a PhD in psychology. This is my license. I'm only counseling them, and then you go for free under the law. President Mahama say, or panel. This is what it is. And they make an rule. And here in this MPP, we must put our partisan lenses aside and ask ourselves as a nation clear questions of conscience to say, could be about the class bill, a year amendment, and Maku 31. The only person who has a moral right to demand those amendments is the last guy. Obi, do you agree with me?
Yeah, but he went to court.
Because he was the one who disagreed. He said, Marano, problem was me and fix it. And you answer there be problem be any me and fix it. And to know now say a problem be any me and fix Sako Kano. Me and sign, yeah, sent it. Nothing, no, who now who Babeka said. Yanko san Nima Maku 22 indelity never 31 who were more. Because they're not the last guy air can a crown. The consequential amendment to Crown Hammock in Rule 5. And so all the amendment to Maku 31. Acquires in Siona, who Sassi was a Kufuado Bejano, a Kufuado nom, I do also on them. All no, they are moving fence one chairman. Oh, money bear president, I'm not the news, Among person in Siena, Siwacha. What the president? It is only my house there be, and so the near time, Munko make a carefree so. In terms
of the promotion, honorable, in terms of the promotion, we know, say, Muslim civil society organizations, any think tanks, Nibini, Omunya funding for those kinds of promotional activities, no any other in the exemptions. No me who CSO senka hu ana
na CSO no so no on ka say me CSO Obeka say oye public health oye an institution performing a public health function. Obeka say no oye an institution that is performing health functions including HIV, AIDS and care. One of the honor of preventing HIV testing, treatment and care. One of the honor or providing medical and surgical process. They are a group that is there to offer professional psychological counseling services for we are only publishing academic journals so and so. That is how they appear, and that's how everybody knows them. Yes. So if whether I call them CSOs or whatever name you give them, that is who they are. When this is one on air, one more either accuse them. now we na power na safo na wo ankasa accuse wo mo and na wo say wo ti o mo so am immunity na emra no wo ye ma LGBT4 so e dey abo mo ban ana wo ye dey abechi LGBT4 so therefore the minister say ye na ye wo parliament na ye hwe mra no clause by clause no say ya he adwuma yi ne ama bonti ama wa me hu akuti kwan de homo small go de awura mu a Ghana ha no de obi anu so LGBT bill nipa do mpo sign ni de room sabi one ya lawyer for crown nipa do sign na nya mrempo akan the old bill and the new bill and the obi anu ma 2024 ye pass bill asofo imam for any ahemfo nipa do simple na nya mre e kan old bill no the kan say oh ndc for oh ya pass bill bi LGBT akufo alice one sign entino nkotu ntia no and then on me chance oh ya pass baby LGBT bill na ya no the same title na ya no obi an kan mu mpo de wom and so they go and endorse it even when I was listening to radio they were interviewing some people bi on the oh man legitimate na general you entino o kan mra no se there bi no na on kan mra no where the who say the wom no legitimate ana se ni although so LGBT mra de mra bia ye mra enti baako no ye pass no one side nti ye ne no a ye hu de wo mu na enye no ne de evidence so aba ne ye ka no so ya nya hu de emo mo ankoro backtrack these dangerous insertions na or a bill no anko back to the original state and no etimu a ebetumi ato share the very mischief I pesi ki ono so bia na rather no what could say the aboa LGBT?
Very well. Time amoye first bill no drafting. No money four men amweni group. Na group be
coalition for proper human sexual rights.
Na coalition no new one we buy no ma ka ho asem. Oni o ma di nkomo.
Oh, me jiri say o frɛ o lawyer form we need there. He is not a man I will come and indict his reputation. Madam for pa. The judge that was friend to say crime no ka say friend no. You get his opinion on it.
Very well. I just say biana only o makasa na wonyonkonom ene wo papa no masofo no. Are you expecting them to speak?
On them praying the ebinom class start kasa. But one more kasa no. The ni say o mo say miss enye bia wo mo nya bia kan na. So munya bin kind ya papa mesremo munya gotre ni sia mo mfa enwuma no details ni na amamo na enye de politician bi ka de one kasa wo ba be kan no wahwe na hwe ni wa no se de wo asen no afa na patoto first na e de na na so pene ho
okay
na bi sa ho se e mra we na se egitu wana na we nso asan bi sa se enti mra na ye ni asofo ni mamfo ni ahemfo no ni say ye peno then na ye infomso ho antinu so be ba the science was system be free once was sign. These are the questions we are appealing to the communicable bodies, Christian Council, GPCC, Catholic Bishop Conference say omunya botre every month for Catholic Bishop Conference here matese wo mo pass comment wo but message say omunya botre answer your grace message omunya botre answer ni sia mo so ni nyina mamo and when we are you can come out if you still think say we no amaka already so the evidence and there be nyina no we ni how and no sabi obia na o metwe tenten na ebomo no yen twan ni hwemu wi but Ghanaians deserve to know these things and deserve to know say the woman ba be style a hypocrisy the woman a scam na me dem anunsi no so nka was scam Nanti over before Mojumem. Now after almost 24-hour economy, one job, 3 states, 3 positions. Now by here before 500,000 music over 111. But Kukran Twin Fan, I pay 5,000. What's come? What's come for? Also, we to my almost 6,500. We to my what is about 2,600? Okay, what's come a teacher for? What's come on nurse for? What's come on that's how best come LGBT. There's a boss be I say the scam kwan. Like where they say I saw for any imam ne teacher design him for the and yes, come home, sir.
Honorable John in Team Fojo, my enas Bibiani Ebesia Bedin Komobio. Yes, John in Team Fojo, a Reverend Minister and a Member of Parliament Asin South Constituency. Ma Memfamunko Tema West, Member of Parliament Rotema West, James Enu Esquire, or a member of the, even a Vice Chair on the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee in Ghana's Parliament. Honorable Akwabe Ekosiisen Suni.
Yeah, I've been on that. So, voice, you are very, very far. I can hardly hear you.
Oh, wow. Okay. May I just say, the ultimate car?
I think better.
Very well.
Yes.
It did not share the bill and now we more pass our parliament because you sit on the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, you know. First issue, Matisa Manfrezi on the quorum. A passes a bill no here transfer man penye be sign ababe emra. What do you have to say about the quorum argument? They say no numbers enough to form a quorum for decision making as espoused in the decision of the court, Supreme Court in Abdullahi versus Attorney General. Then I will cafe no home pacho.
No, me that's it. We can quorum. Are you talking about quorum at the committee meeting or quorum at the house in Parliament?
Quorum in the house.
Quorum. You have to be clear on that.
Quorum in the house. The approval of the bill no was done in the house. Until quorum in the house, I approve. And I say pass it on Rano.
So me that say.
Yes.
Ushe expanding orders now. There are procedures. Okay, let's say we don't have quorum, you need to trigger those procedures. When you trigger those procedures, necessary steps will be taken to find out the number of people there, whether we meet the quorum or not. There will be head count or other processes that we may have to go through to establish whether there was quorum or there was no quorum. Sorry, whether there was quorum or there was no quorum. On the day that we considered the bill, nobody raised quorum. The people, NPP, the minority were there. They never raised any issue of quorum. It is the issue of quorum doesn't count because the bill has been considered. They should have raised it on the floor. Nobody raised it. So, as I speak to you today, whether or not there was quorum, nobody can speak to that. Go be anywhere or can
yeah, but the point is
that issue is a red herring. It's a non-starter.
Oh, you think so? If because Honorable, you sit on the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, issues of quorum and red herring, and an issue of quorum doesn't depend on whether minority members raise it on the floor or not. These are matters of fact. If there was
no, we are dealing with law.
No,
the standing order has laid out a procedure to follow if you think that there is no quorum.
Okay.
You follow the procedure. If you don't follow the procedure after the bill has been done, you have no grounds to come and raise it. Because at the end of the day, the question would be that at that point in time, how many people were there or how many people were present? And nobody can answer that question. Because when you trigger the process, they do a head count to know exactly the number of people who are there. When you don't raise it at that time, it starts on God. You cannot come back.
But that's why I'm making the argument. That cannot be the position of the law, respectfully, because
how can that be the position of the law? I'm telling you that there is a procedure that you need to follow if you are in the house and the business is going on and you feel that you don't have the quorum. You have to trigger the procedure.
Yeah,
if you don't trigger the procedure and we proceed and do whatever we have to do, we cannot come back.
Yeah, Honorable, I get you. But the point I'm making is what brought about Abdullahi as Attorney General. Now Parliament, a private citizen then went to the court, said there was no quorum to make a decision on that day. People made the argument, say, oh, what Parliament has done is a closed book. Parliament, but the Supreme Court said no. quorum a constitutional provision. If they did not, and the Supreme Court nullified everything that was done, that is not based on say, oh, Obia and raise the issue of Parliament in the day. That is not the position of the law, and that's the argument I'm making. Yes.
Parliament is the master of its own rules. And when it comes to the procedures in Parliament, the court does not even have the right to intervene as far as procedures of Parliament are concerned. You understand? So
that may not be entirely true. I mean, if you've read,
it has issues to do with quorum. You raise it timelessly. If you don't raise it timelessly, the Justice Abdullah issue that you are talking about. So far, I don't have the facts, but the point is that was that issue of quorum raised or it was not raised at all? Because there will be a difference where it was raised and maybe the numbers were clear enough, but still we went ahead. That would be a different scenario from a situation where it was not raised at all.
No. But because I will say we need facts, and maybe it will not be necessary to argue further. Maybe you may have to get that decision and read, and then we would have this conversation later. Because as far as I know, having read that decision of the Supreme Court, the issue of quorum is extremely important.
So you need to be able to appreciate the facts and the circumstances. There may be two different scenarios.
No, I know.
I'm not seeing those facts.
Yeah, that's fine. I know what I'm talking about. We will have that argument later. Now, what is there now? The kind of amendment minority alleges say this bill akko through. I must say materially different from the first bill a Parliament passing in the 8th Parliament. The president then went to me and signed. What do you make of such claims a minority making, Honorable?
The brother, the Omokano is born out of mischief. Let me start on this note first. This bill was a bill that was passed during the MPP time, and they were supposed to attend to, the president was supposed to attend to give his presidential address. He refused to do so. If the NDC Abana yet party bill now, they know that the people of Ghana will have confidence in us. They will know the NDC is a credible party. So they are just trying to do everything out of mischief just to paint a certain picture. But meanwhile, once the last parliament left with the bill, new night parliament the process was triggered again. So it was referred to constitutional and legal. When constitutional and legal will start on the bill, all the key stakeholders were invited. The traditional leaders, the Christian community, Muslim community, state institutions whose duties and mandates are connected with these matters. They were all represented. A lot of them presented memoranda and all that. And we went through the processes. Indeed, some of the institutions raised concern first. For instance, shrines. Constitutionally mandated Constitution of Ghana, the 1992 Constitution, authority, that mandate to execute under the laws of Ghana. So I'm saying some of those mandates will be prescribed by the law. So we needed to relook at all those issues, and those concerns came. We deliberated on all these issues.
Okay.
And the people proposed the first amendments are ASA before the House. Number one, so Mukachi says bill now you passed in the last parliament, it's not the same. Bill the bill that they presented to this ninth parliament, it is entirely different from the one that was presented to Akufo-Addo to sign. So in the first place, it's not the same as the old one. And why is that the case? Because law is very dynamic. It will be better. Even right from the onset, they have shot themselves in the foot. Because the bill that they presented to the ninth parliament, it's not the same bill that they presented to the eighth parliament. There are substantial differences. Okay, I'm telling you.
What is
some
one
of the paragraphs now?
My one difference be in the bill or the buy. Honorable Batotiminka.
The line here is very faint, but I'm trying very hard.
Otiminka Sisia.
Okay,
yeah, now me say my one material difference between Omobili Omodebai and the Omo presented to the 8th Parliament, no? Also, materially different.
So the Omo presented to the 8th Parliament, no? Provisions do for instance, that paragraph 9 way, cross 9 way,
yes.
Yeah, cross 9 in this bill. Old bill, now cross 12. Now, cross 12, no, so Omo, Oman started that clause is subject to the constitution. But this new bill before the 9th Parliament, you know, clause 12 number and clause 9, they began with subject to the provisions of the constitution before the rest of the clause followed. Now, because it's subject to the provisions of the constitution, what does it mean? Let's say some brother, we have to make sure that it is not contradictory or it's not inconsistent with the provisions of the constitution.
Yes.
So that is one major even difference And Usha cross 9 with the exemptions that we made. Usha cross 9
Asempa
as long the exemptions are committee a proposal and there were about 8 exemptions. That 8 when we deliberated on the bill in the House, when we considered the bill in the House, about 2 or 3 were removed from it. For instance, I think there was one that had to do with state institutions. They are almost performing certain functions. We removed that one. There was another one that we removed, which was not even the same thing that the House adopted. And indeed, we share the amendment. There was one amendment it indicated clearly. I think that was the last. It was a new clause. After a new clause, whoever in Tinfodio was there, all the sponsors of the bill were there, members of the committee were there. We all agreed that proposal was necessary, and that proposal was to the effect state institutions are not performing on a mandate under the constitution or under any other law. They will not be prescribed by the law.
Okay.
For instance, state institutions like Shraga, they need to protect human rights. The ABR, Obina were engaging in LGBTQ activities. That does not mean that the person does not have fundamental human rights. So these fundamental human rights are enshrined in the Constitution. It is enshrined in performing their role. They have to ensure that even though some performing we take them through the right legal processes. It is a one shame in here. Now, Ekosiisen, Shraj, support another LGBTQ. But that might not be so. It is only because they are making sure that the person's fundamental human rights are respected under the law.
Yes.
If you know, Uber baby to say lawyers are. Lawyers, we have a mandate to make sure that we represent people and to make sure that we protect them or we defend them in court.
Yes.
It is a lawyer being defending LGBTQ. One should now also support and not promote it. All those exemptions must be made clearly. Indeed, under our laws, we are armed robber, you are with you, hospital. Doctor is under a responsibility to make sure they treat you. And interested doctor needs support to say we are armed robber. But treat you, you know, save your life. That's all the police are, not the one police. I'm LGBTQ also. So me, I don't know hospital. Even if it's connected to LGBT, they have a right under the constitution that they will be treated. So those were the exemptions that you make here. Because otherwise, then lawyer Frejuma, doctor Frejuma, even while we are mediating, I will call LGBTQ. One thing here, me I support and I will promote it. Now, so I bet you they are prostitute too. But that is not the intent of the law. The intent of the law is to make sure say more performing on a mandate under the law or under the constitution. They are not captured under those offenses. What's my thing?
I think one thing
that we made, and this is supported by law. And among us, which is subject to the provisions of the Constitution. That clause 9, what we did was to add meat to the skeleton. You can't subject to the provisions of the Constitution. What does it mean?
Yes.
It is general. So we try to specify it. We buy a Constitution, or see everybody is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
Again, we buy a Constitution, or see everybody is entitled to a lawyer on their right. What can I say?
Yes.
Which means to be LGBTQ, he's entitled to a lawyer. It is a lawyer defending such a person who didn't or promote and also support LGBTQ. So those exemptions are constitutional, and we just needed to set them aside for by way of emphasis to say that these things cannot be prescribed by law. And as it's an offense.
If the lawyer is say be or defend this accused person, no, na media and a lawyer ni interview, for example, na lawyer na can say, oh, the accused person say now no the officer on my yimu obia were right into I was an accused person no yema omo kwan omo e was a yema omo kwan no omo nya de ompese omo ye obia were right any idea. Would that lawyer not be crossing the line?
Oh, of course. Say me the you can't a lawyer defend you obia you can't obia LGBTQ not actually police actually investigating the matter before court. The lawyer is there to go and defend based on the basis of the law. Of course, the lawyer is not going to there to say that LGBTQ we don't have to prescribe because money are passing to that. The lawyer understands and knows what he's going to do to make sure that he defends. If the advocate says no, Nipano, and you're saying no yet, and I answer says. Idea Nipani is not captured by the law. It's not under the ambit of the law. Those are the defenses that the lawyer may want to.
I'm not talking.
I'm not going to court and go and say
No. I'm not talking about what the lawyer will say in court. Dabi, who say lawyer say war Chrome has part of your jumano. After say court Emma decision on an issue, you are allowed to run commentary on that. In the make say be as a lawyer, need media commentary, having represented an accused person in court. Now, if you are in the commentary, or start a seminar. Would you have crossed the line?
Let me. I think you need to put it in context.
Yes.
So, lawyer, it can you be now or yes, making a commentary. Not be a promoting and I support the LGBT. Say, women are LGBT are the papa to be unfair support. Those are crossing the borderline.
Okay.
Those are clear indications that this person is supporting or promoting LGBT. And we are different.
Okay.
From what we are talking about, a lawyer or representative will be in court defending somebody in court. A doctor or team a consultation room LGBT media about the world medical service. Yes. Those are the things that we are talking about.
Yes.
If it's a lawyer for say no, they could promote LGBTQ by way of commentary, he will be captured by the law.
Okay. And the same applies to all the other people who have been exempted under 9.
Yeah, exempting media, of course, in the normal course of your work as recording, you should be exempted. But we need to know radio, so now because LGBT are the papa and to be a support, and I will encourage you to go into LGBTQ. That is about crossing the borderline. So that's why you be culpable.
Okay. Yes. I think for section 9, it's clear. The other
very, very clear. And section 9 is supported by the Constitution of Ghana. It's supported in law. It's nothing untoward. Indeed, we should running now. But by way of emphasis and proposal, indeed, a bill proposals of the bill, sponsors of the bill, they buy. It is there, it is contained in it, but it was not clear that we wanted to provide clarity by laying emphasis. Because we can't even now see subject to the provisions of the Constitution. Constitution says that everybody is entitled to a lawyer of their right to represent them. We just added the clarity to it. That is all we did. And there is nothing untoward at all. Whatever we did is supported in law and supported by the Constitution.
Okay. But they make the argument say where you're just one, there are 31 other amendments, account money 32, which in their estimation, and also in their view, are watered down the effect of the whole bill.
They are just deceiving, they are misinforming the public. And man, I are passing, expressing. We are gays, we are lesbian, we are your friend is transgender. All those activities have been prescribed. So for yes, I now we will be able to promote those things now. And money we your groups, associations are promoting, more advocating for those activities and then it too. Groups and associations there, into that they have been disbanded. Motivation for register any association into those activities. The law is very, very clear on that. It is very, very clear. There is nothing that has been watered down. It's just that we wanted to bring clarity, and therefore there are certain provisions that were a bit hidden. We provided additional information to bring clarity to it. That is all we did. Watered down, no.
And for you, no, this new bill, no, still has the force and an old bill, no, Ewo.
It has the biting teeth, and it will bite even better than the previous law. But let me also tell you this: law is very, very dynamic. To be frank, it may pass a law and I bet you now you will say no, I have no amendment, and that is why. Every day, anytime you can go and always amend. As a country, we needed something to work with. And for me, I think that this is a good start. This is something to work with. Ochina, as we implement the law, and as we enforce the law, you challenges the room, you areas are amended. That is why there is provision for that opportunity to go and change the law, amend it anytime, any day. Because there is no law that is perfect. Law, most of the time, as you enforce and you implement the law, that is where you see the challenges that come with it. And then as we get along, we'll be fixing these challenges. So for me, it is a good start. Now we have the law in place to work with. As we work with it, the new challenges are better. We'll fix it, and then we'll move on as a country. But what about the case that we don't have the law at all, and then there is that gap? Which is better? Is it the case that we shouldn't have the law at all, or we have something to start with? And as we get along, we better what we have. I think we started on a good note, and that is the way to go.
That's fine, Honorable. I mean, we are all still reading the old one and this new one. Now, share differences, if any. BBN never say a fair wa. You better answer the wedding comobio. Why?
I'm available 24/7.
Sure.
If you say I tell you 24-hour economy, I'm available anytime, any day. I'm ready to bring clarity to the provisions of the law.
Very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's That's the Member of Parliament for the Tema West constituency, an MP on the ticket of the NDC. He sits as the vice chair of the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee in Parliament. On one case, also a private legal practitioner and member of Parliament. And so, for his time on our show, Honorable John Intim for John Swase for his time as well on the show. Lawyer Idi Muhayuddin agrees with my earlier point. I say, Obi, per the decision of the Supreme Court in Justice Abdullahi, Parliament can only be said to be masters of its own rules only and only if those rules conform with the Constitution. So it is based on this understanding that the Supreme Court struck out portions of Parliament standing orders on quorum for being inconsistent with Article 104 and 102 of the Constitution. The court, per Justice Kolendi, that's Kolendi JSC, stressed that in Ghana we practice constitutional supremacy as opposed to parliamentary supremacy, which is practiced in the United Kingdom. Lawyer Idi Muhayuddin, and lawyer, I agree with you. I mean, that ruling by Justice Kolende, I think 25 pages. And within 30 minutes, you should be able to read the entire one of the beautifully drafted, judgments from the Supreme Court are Makai, just 25 pages, but very, very, very loaded. It was one of the judgments I enjoyed reading. Ekosiisen, Asempa FM. Yentie Wemra Yaba, Kofi Tonto will be in the studio. Sounds a lawyer, Bernard Bediakon Beidu would also be here. Na Yashase Eddie and Asempa FM Sony. Yabasisia.
What Africa Fever no abo. Na Electronic Ghana Limited e the stadium ni je ni e ba ofi. We dey ya tete nyama ni nyina so. Ye person who go bia na which real badge also as a Wuti Stadium hobby and into the airport discounts our Samsung, TCL and Nasco smart TVs nina. Ma March day bianye we mijeda na beji ye powerful air conditioners and your coolers. Ye top and bottom mount chest and display fridges no. Gas cook and so washing machines, microwaves and your small kitchen appliances in your kick out nina. When your football promotioners so power fimu. Tanku na kwa your showroom and your namo sifa one more Ghana fan nina. And our friend was 050-315-9738. Let me swap for www.electrolandgh.com. Electroland, the stadium no bouncy.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth.
Oh, baby, now what you say? And who did you know?
Mom, Patron, so to pass not that the buyer no. Some me the chicken see and no me no shishim me no me bo so me.
Wait, no excuse. Abo Friday. What sorry no pa? It was what the tree was say. A son where did you? Now, no so Eddie and I say. What you say?
Yes, Mom. Medical kids toothpaste now. Or the buy and run. And they treat me still.
Why are dear? Cow kids toothpaste dear. Yeah, mama, fat is someone with the infame you know. Opimum fiancia.
This is a strawberry. Now you see me dimple.
There be any toothpaste. And you toffee, why? Yes, say the cow kids toothpaste. The mama fra with the infame you know. Opimum fiancia dear to tree one say. Every say, a boy a sea in one bottle crew. Ana a share a pamum wawa. A hase. Ne mana what day mapa. Me bomber they say. Me the cow kids toothpaste. The mama made to tree one say. Abribia. Cow kids toothpaste. And mama fra si to tree and need just
Kel.
African green tea.
It is a water mackerel I would do. Now what of African green mackerel? That which I will look at it. Now, Papa.
Hello, lady in the water tree. The mayor was on summer for what you just said.
Ma hi, hey friend Pamela. Mr. Mami mobile app details na yen fan count to me bio.
And I'm a crowd was to say me free. Hello? Customer experience. You're blocking my account, Mr. Roman pin number and I'm blocking. They've been there hope pray from a feed you.
Mr. Click a link what text message I send one of the Sierra. Naya upgrade won't go your ATM services for front or so.
Now when I manage you on Hopa, no one hour click a can and send no more journey. Can't no cray, like play. Won't crow between me at the science and feed him. Oh, who buy? I say Ecobank ain't free and I sendable email and I'm messaging Miss our PIN, OTP, bank card, and our Ghana card was Asempa. My winning now, Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
If you want quality, this is where you belong. Oh, Ghana shout and sing the song.
Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingston Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care, daily assistance with respect and dignity, reablement care, helping you regain independence, dementia support, specialist patient-centered care, learning disability support, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives, care for older people, compassionate care for every stage of aging, specialist care services, tailored support for complex needs. Our dedicated team is highly trained, fully compliant, and committed to maintaining the highest care standards. Livingstone Healthcare, because caring isn't just what we do, it's who we are. At Italia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Atalia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Atalia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Atalia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with zero fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect. Send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect. Connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingston Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care, daily assistance with respect and dignity, reablement care, helping you regain independence, dementia support, specialist, patient-centered care, learning disability support, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives, care for older people, compassionate care for every stage of aging, specialist care services, tailored support for complex needs. Our dedicated team is highly trained, fully compliant, and committed to maintaining the highest care standards. Livingstone Healthcare, because caring isn't just what we do, it's who we are. At Atalia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Atalia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Atalia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Atalia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with zero fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect. Send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect. Connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingston Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care, daily assistance with respect and dignity, reablement care, helping you regain independence, dementia support, specialist, patient-centered care, learning disability support, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives, care for older people, compassionate care for every stage of aging, specialist care services, tailored support for complex needs. Our dedicated team is highly trained, fully compliant, and committed to maintaining the highest care standards. Livingstone Healthcare, because caring isn't just what we do, it's who we are. At Italia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Italia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Italia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Italia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with 0 fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect. Send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect. Connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingstone Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care, daily assistance with respect and dignity, reablement care, helping you regain independence, dementia support, specialist, patient-centered care, learning disability support, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives, care for older people, compassionate care for every stage of aging, specialist care services, tailored support for complex needs. Our dedicated team is highly trained, fully compliant, and committed to maintaining the highest care standards. Livingstone Healthcare, because caring isn't just what we do, it's who we are. At Italia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Italia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Italia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Italia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with 0 fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect. Send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect. Connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingstone Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care, daily assistance with respect and dignity, Reablement Care, helping you regain independence. Dementia Support, specialist patient-centered care. Learning Disability Support, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives. Care for older people. Compassion for every stage of aging. Specialist care services, tailored support for complex needs. Our dedicated team is highly trained, fully compliant, and committed to maintaining the highest care standards. Livingstone Healthcare, because caring isn't just what we do, it's who we are. At Italia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Italia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Italia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Italia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with 0 fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect, send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect, connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingston Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care, daily assistance with respect and dignity, reablement care, helping you regain independence, dementia support, specialist patient-centered care, learning disability support, empowering individuals to live fulfilling lives, care for older people, compassionate care for every stage of aging, specialist care services, tailored support for complex needs. Our dedicated team is highly trained, fully compliant, and committed to maintaining the highest care standards. Livingstone Healthcare, because caring isn't just what we do, it's who we are. At Italia Nursery, your child is always in safe hands. We provide a warm, secure, and nurturing environment where children grow with confidence, care, and joy. Now enrolling for full-time and part-time care. From breakfast club to after-school care, we support busy families every step of the way. We also provide half-day care and holiday care aimed at keeping children engaged, safe, and happy. Italia Nursery proudly welcomes children aged 1 to 16 years. With our reliable school-run services, including drop-off and pickup, your child's journey is in trusted hands. We are exceptional. Our experienced team focuses on child-led, playful learning in small groups, ensuring that every child receives the attention they deserve. Conveniently located just a 10-minute walk from Elstree and Boreham Wood Station. Italia Nursery, where care, learning, and safety come together. Italia Nursery. You're in safe hands.
Send money home to Ghana, instantly. With Top Connect, send money everywhere with 0 fees. Download the Top Connect app now on Google Play and the App Store. Top Connect, send money everywhere with no fees. Download now and start saving today. Top Connect, connecting you home. Send money to Ghana with no fees. Download on Google Play and App Store. +44 7938 896030. +44 7882 950088.
Every moment tells a story. At Bethel Photography and Videography Studios, we capture moments that last forever. From weddings to corporate events, fashion shows to family milestones, we bring your vision to life. With professional equipment, creative storytelling, and a passion for excellence. Enjoy a special 15% discount on our photography services. Bethel Photography and Videography Studios. Your moments, our passion. Book today. At Livingston Healthcare, we believe everyone deserves to live with dignity, comfort, and respect. We provide compassionate, high-quality care that supports independence and well-being at home. We offer a wide range of tailored care services, including live-in care, 24-hour support in the comfort of your home, personal care,